My dear sweet Aquarius, you know, one of the biggest contributing factors to how you get along or don't get along with people has to do with your energy. What kind of energy are you giving off? Is it high vibrational? Is it low vibrational? Is it happy? Is it sad? Is it grumpy? Is it intolerant? Like, what kind of energy are you giving off? And this is something that you cannot fake. And many Aquarius, you already know this. You can put on a fake smile, but if your energy is off, people are going to know that something is beneath that smile. So today, Aquarius, we're going to take a look at what energy you are giving off with our pick a pile reading. So first, I'm going to do the introduction, and then we're going to get right into it. I am QueenAusetHeru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to other Aquarius who might want to hear this reading too. If you would like to get a personal private reading done, please hit me up on social media or email me. All of my information is underneath this video. I would love you to leave us a positive comment in the comment section. And if you want to send me a gift, because, you know, gifts are my love language, my Amazon wish list is underneath this video. And if you purchase me a deck from my Amazon wish list, I will give you a free reading with that deck. So hit me up. All right, guys. So let's take a look, Aquarius. Now, Aquarius, we have 3 piles here. We got some new crystals out today. I decided to switch them up a little something, something. I don't know what this is. Somebody called it mermaid quartz. And I loved how pretty it was, so I just bought one. It was inexpensive, so I was like, this is gorgeous. So the mermaid quartz is with pile number 1. The amethyst, so light amethyst, is with pile number 2. And a very light rose quartz is with pile number 3. So please pick your pile. I never pick mine. I always just wait to see what it say and see which one matches my life. So we're getting ready to find out which one is mine and which one is yours. So first and foremost, pile number 1. Pile number 1, this is a beautiful card. Look at that. It has a beautiful meaning. The energy that you give off, number 1, is fun. You're a fun, happy, vivacious, enthusiastic, passionate, inspiring kind of energy. So when you're at your best, because, you know, we all have our days when we're not in the mood, where we're kind of grumpy, but when you're at your best, you are inspiring to other people. And that energy is sexy, Aquarius, because the passion is in it. That wands indicates fire. So you have this kind of lover energy going on, and it's a happy one. It's not like a slimy, sleazy one like some people, you know, but it's a happy one. It's an upbeat one. It's a moving forward one, you know. And this kind of person has to be kind of careful too, because you're the kind of person that a lot of people may be interested in. And they may or may not tell you, or you may or may not notice it, because sometimes Aquarius don't peep stuff like this. But there are a lot of people interested in you, Aquarius, and some of the times this could cause problems. I know in my youth it caused a lot of issues because I couldn't figure out which one to date. So I would try to date them all. So Aquarius, we can be kind of off the hook. It's a very fiery energy. It reminds me of when I was young and I was riding around in my Jeep and, you know, being flirty. And I kind of do this now because I did notice that lately I've been very flirty. Usually I'm not flirty. I'm just always working. And lately I've been like, hey, what's up, gal? Any woman that slides into my DMs, I'm like, yeah, what's good with you? So I've noticed that fiery energy. So this pile must be mine. This pile is mine. I'm claiming it because this is the kind of energy that we have in pile 1. It's a happy energy. It's a fiery energy. You know, it's that kind of thing. So I'm feeling it. I'm definitely feeling it. And let me see the next one. think it was this one. Yes, this is why. It says, why is your energy like this? Well, power number one, our energy is this way because we have had some tower moments. We have had some situations. Look at all this rain and all of this gloom and stuff. Okay, so we've had some pretty bad stuff happen. We've had some breakdowns. Our past has not been the best for all of us. Some of us have had some serious problems in the past. And the good news is that we overcame these problems, and now we're creating something new for ourselves. And this is true. Those of us that are moving in, may have moved to a new place, or you may be moving to a new job, or things along those lines. You're creating something new. You've moved on from the past. And this is incredible because Aquarius have a really hard time letting go of the past. So many of us, and I said this to you recently, I told you guys I forgave a lot of things recently and just said, fuck it, it's not important anymore. I'm not even going to give it any thought anymore. I'm not even going to care anymore. And I finally came to that point after all these years. And I think a lot of you are with me at that point. Like, we're like, you know what? We've been through a lot and we're ready to create something fun, something new, something hopeful, something meaningful. So we're in a good space. We're in the prime of our lives, regardless of how old you are. And this is the outcome card, the Seven of Cups. This is interesting to me because this card is talking about making choices. So this card is saying that we are going to manifest our priorities, our goals, the things that we choose to focus on. This is an excellent card for that because when it's in the upright, as you can see here, it's upside down. That means it's reversed. It came up like that. But I'm going to turn it in the upright so you can see the artwork. So when this card comes up in the upright, it's about having many choices. But when it comes up reversed, like it did for us in pile number one, it means that we're going to be focusing on our goals. We're going to be making those choices and manifesting those things. And that is exactly what's going on with me. So I hope everybody in pile number one, we winning. Pile number one, we are on fire. Do you hear me? This is our time, pile number one. And if you're not here, this is not your pile. You picked the wrong pile because this pile is on fire, straight up. And this pile is manifesting our dreams and our goals, and we're going into 2023. And I know right now, I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm gonna share something with you. I'm at the happiest I've been in a long time because everything is working. I have no one draining my energy, nobody bothering the fuck out of me. Okay, I don't have anybody upsetting me, I don't have anybody torturing me, I don't have nobody irking me. Everything is going great, and it's calm, and it's peace, and it's prosperous. And that is the energy of pile number one. So pile number one, we doing the damn thing, okay? Pile number one, interestingly enough, a lot of us, it says here, have the priest attributes, which makes sense for me because I'm a priestess, but it basically means facilitates spiritual commitments, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. Now, those of us who got this in pile number one, we also have to be careful not to fall into the shadow because we're in the light right now. We want to stay there. The shadow is if you violate the trust of your spiritual community or you're seduced by your own spiritual role. So we know spiritual leaders who take advantage of their flock. That's what this is saying. Like, don't be that person. But for some of us, you're not even like, you might be sitting there thinking to yourself, I'm not even a priestess. I'm just, I'm just somebody who's learning about spirituality or who's curious about spirituality. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be somebody who's like, a spiritual leader. This can be something you just do for yourself or for your home. So it could be, getting into yoga, getting into meditation, all the kind of spiritual things like that, joining spiritual groups. And it could be any kind of spiritual system. It can be Christianity. It can be Islam. It can be, any kind of paganism, Buddhism. It can be any of that, Maya, whatever. It doesn't matter. As long as it's a spiritual commitment that really means something to your soul, this is one thing that is coming on for you. So you should already be in this energy or coming into this energy. So some of us are already in it. Like I said, I'm a priestess. Right now I'm studying astrology. I'm doing readings. This is my job. This is what I do all day. I'm surrounded with spirituality all day, crystals and, stuff like that. And for some of you, it might not be that intense, but it could be that you're reading a book about astrology, or you're learning how to do numerology, or you're going to your prayer group more often, or you started a meditation class. It could be any of those kind of things. But this is the energy that you're giving off right now. So if this is something that you're already into, that's awesome. If it's something that you're curious about or haven't really stepped your toe into, or you're teeter-tottering with, this is a card of confirmation letting you know, yeah, there is healing, down this road. There is manifestation. One thing, even if you don't want to do nothing else with this particular card and for the other cards you got, start learning a lot about the law of attraction. Look at The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. Listen to Esther and Abraham Hicks for free on YouTube, and really start using your own power of attraction. If you don't want to do nothing else, Aquarius, that would be very helpful to you right now. All right, what else do we have here? Oh, this is awesome. They told you to be happy. Look how beautiful this card is. Isn't that beautiful? They told you to be happy. Enjoy what you have accomplished. Enjoy your happiness. Enjoy the prosperity. Sometimes I know, because I know for me, sometimes I lay in bed and I'm like, it just dawns on me, like everything is okay. It just dawns on me. I'm used to putting out fires all the time. So when there's no fires to put out, my body is like, wait, what? There's no fires? And it's like, no, Aquarius, there are no fires. Just be happy. Be happy. Enjoy your life. Stay calm, Everything is good. It's going to keep being good for a long time. So that's the energy we got here in our pile. And the last one here, I want to read this one to you, pile number one. I'm going to read everybody's because these are really beautiful. And I wanted to end our piles with these. So pile number one, you got card 50, the potential gateway. This card says a new course or route is coming into your awareness. It is time to utilize your knowledge and complete the task at hand. As you finish one aspect of your life, begin thinking about what you would like to do next. This is part of your life's journey. You are constantly shifting and developing. You may feel contentment, fulfillment, and pride because you have accomplished something. There is productivity and reward as a bonus for your efforts. The good fortune you realize is evidence that you are putting sufficient energy into your life's journey to get out of it all you desire. So pile number one, we on fire. And they're just like, enjoy the good fortune. Enjoy it. Love it. You deserve it. Because that good fortune did not come to us easy, pile number one. We went through a lot. And now it's time to let go of the past and just enjoy the prosperity of the present and the future. All right. Pile number one, we on it. Pile number two. Number two. In Espanol, dos. All right, so your card came up reversed, okay? So I'm going to put it into the upright because I want you to see the beautiful artwork. There you go. All right, pile number two, you got the Ace of Pentacles reversed. And the good thing about the Ace of Pentacles reversed is that the Ace of Pentacles is never a bad card. It's one of those kind of cards that in the upright or the reverse, it still has a pretty decent energy to it. So what your energy is giving off from the Ace of Pentacles reversed is pretty much successful. It's not as high energy as the first pile. So this indicates from that one and from these other cards I'm looking at here that you're still climbing. You're still getting to that point. You're kind of like the seed that is underneath the ground and is about to burst into a bud. It's that moment, like the seed has been planted for quite some time, and it's that moment right before it bursts through the earth. So you're not quite ready, but you're not far off. I would say very close. For some of you, it's a one vibration. So it could be 1 week, 1 day, 1 month, 1 year. It's very, very close. So you still have a little bit of healing and a little bit of climbing to do before you're going to get to that place of reward. So you got some more dues to pay, basically. And that's fine. We all pay our dues. Every last one of us. Nobody gets by without paying your dues. Unless, of course, somebody pays them for you, which is a whole different conversation. So that's where you are, pile number 2. You are continuing to climb yourself up. Now, I asked why. So this is our why card. Our why is the 4 of Swords. Again, it came up reversed, so I'm going to turn it back this way. So why? Because apparently you were in a 4 of Swords moment. A 4 of Swords is like a retreat. So, you know, you went through something and you had to retreat for a moment to gather yourself. For some of you, it might have meant like being detoured for a second. Like maybe you were working on some goals or working on your own healing, and then something came up. It could have been something really important too, or it could have just been something that had to be taken care of. So now this card is reversed because now it's time for you to get back on it. It's like get back on the horse, get back to what you were doing. Yeah, you had to slow down for a minute. You had something important, but now it's time to get back on it. And this is your outcome card. This is awesome because the Queen of Wands is saying that once you do get back on it, and remember I said it's not going to be long, 1 something. Well, whenever that 1 something is over, you're going to be the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is cool because the Queen of Wands is in charge. So you're either going to be an entrepreneur, you're going to be a manager, a supervisor. You could be like somebody on stage, a singer. Oftentimes this person could be very theatrical, so it could be any kind of arts. Really, it doesn't even have to be singing. It could be like painting or any kind of arts. This person is going to be someone who is like a leader, you know, a very strong leader in that kind of a way. So when you finally do finish doing whatever it is that you're doing, everything's going to be awesome, but you're just not done yet. You have a lot more work to put down. The Queen of Wands is fiery. The Queen of Wands is passionate. She also is somebody who's inspiring. That's why I said you're almost where the first pile is, but you're just a couple steps behind. So you're getting there. So don't give up pile number 2 because you're on it. This is your archetype. Thought this was very interesting, right? Your archetype is the servant. And what that means is that you delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. And it says, be careful of the shadow. Do not use the lack of money as an excuse not to move forward with life. So you're not in your dark, you're in your shadow. It came up in the upright. So this is telling you that 9 times out of 10, whatever it is that you're creating, this business or this I don't know what it's going to be, because for all of you it's going to be something different. But this one is telling you that you're going to be, it says to do it from a space of a loving heart. So this could be one of your causes, Aquarius. This could be like you, you know, creating a foundation, or just, you know, working or giving from the heart, you know, to charity, for example. Aquarius often have causes. So your cause could become your job too. Because that's what happened with me. This was, you know, spirituality, helping people heal. This was my cause, you know. This was something I felt deeply about because I had been in unhealed places. So I wanted to help other people who felt like I did. When I was in unhealed places, I didn't know what to do. I felt like giving up. I felt like there was nothing you could do, like you're just stuck in this energy. And the work that I've done is how I figured out that is absolutely not true. So your work, whatever it is that you're into, could end up being something that is your job, you know. So it depends, or it could be something that you do like, you know, along with, like, for example, they had said in the other card about you being like an entrepreneur or something. So if it's not a foundation, maybe you have a business and you're taking funds from your business to put into one of your causes. Maybe you're using your nonprofit, you know, or using your for-profit. That's what it would be. You were using your for-profit to help feed, you know, your nonprofit. You know, it could be something that simple. It could just be giving of time or of yourself. But this is the energy that you have. So this is very common for Aquarius. Give from your heart. Now this one I found really to be very funny because it says chop wood, right? So there's this old saying, I think it came from the Buddhist tradition if I'm not mistaken. And they said to the Buddha, what do you do after you've become enlightened? Like, what do you do now that you're enlightened and you're this being? And Buddha said, before enlightenment, wake up, gather water, chop wood. After enlightenment, wake up, gather wood, gather water, and chop wood. So he was trying to tell him that no matter how enlightened you are, you're still going to have to do your chores. You're still going to have to do the day-to-day, practical, down-to-earth things that have to get done. So this card is telling you that that's really where you should be focusing. Remember, you're supposed to be building this empire. So they're saying pay attention to the practical day-to-day things that need to be done. So you have this vision, you have this goal, you're working on the spiritual manifestation aspect of it. What practical things need to be done? Do paperwork need to be put in? Is this a, incorporation that you're doing? You need to do some paperwork. Do you need to get a building? Like, what practical things need to be done for this project to come off the ground? Because you can't just do the manifestation work and not do the practical part, obviously. So you have to do them both, simultaneously. So this is asking you what practical things need to be done and go about the business or continue going about the business of doing them. Now, number 2, look at your card. Your card is pretty. I love this deck. This deck has the prettiest cards. All right, so what you get the 48, hope and happiness. See, that's what I mean. You're right at the precipice. Pile 2, do not give up. I don't care what happens, Pile 2. I don't care if the bottom falls out of the sea. Do not give up because you are right there. It says to have hope and to be happy. And I'm going to read you the paragraph. You have reached a time filled with healing energy, new progress, and satisfaction. You are at a point for festivity. The energy in this phase is supportive and promotes a feel of winning. So see, that's what I mean. You're right there. Let worries or challenges from the past fade away as you focus on the joy that is surrounding you. Feel encouraged and excited about the potential of all of the wonderful promises that are being kept. Celebrate and enjoy your life. So, Pile 2, you're right there. Just please let go of the past. Pile 1 has already let go of the past, and I feel like Pile 2 may still be struggling with this. And for some of you, because I've been there. I've been there. So some of you may still be struggling with it, and some of you are very ready to let it go. So this pile is telling you, please stay hopeful and let it go. Let it go. It doesn't matter anymore. We always hold on to stuff that really just doesn't matter. Who cares? Who cares what some idiot did to you 20 years ago? I mean, yeah, it hurt, and I'm not saying that it wasn't bad, and I'm not saying that everybody's going to get over it either. I'm just saying that if you can let go of the past, if you can forgive it, if you can heal it, if you can release it, the cards are telling you that you're going to be able to really embrace the present and the future. And for me, holding on to the past really robbed me. It robbed me of a lot of positive times, a lot of happiness I could have already been having a long time ago, but I let the past rob me. So I'm just encouraging you not to let the past rob you. All right, now we're going to go to 3. 3 has the rose quartz. 3, you got the Knight of Pentacles reversed. So let's turn them right side up. There you go. So that way you can see them. All right, so the Knight of Pentacles reversed, the energy that you're giving off, pile number 3, you're giving off a very grumpy, intolerant, couch potato, or focused on either this person could be a couch potato, like don't want to do nothing, or they can be focused just on what they want to do, but they're not really doing it with others or being as social as other people may want them to be. Because remember, this is the energy that you're giving off. So this is how other people are perceiving you. So they're perceiving you as being kind of grumpy, kind of intolerant, kind of antisocial, not really, being around, like they might want you to be, that kind of thing. So this one is telling you, and I think that it has to do with money because all three of your cards are about money. So pile three, you could be somebody who's working very hard. You could be somebody who's working towards, some type of material goal, basically. And it could be a job or it could be under the table. It could be any of those things, but you're working towards it and to the point that other people feel like that's all you're doing. Like you're focused on that. And maybe you're exhausted when you come home. That could be the couch potato part because maybe you're not a lazy person, but you're working your butt off and you come home and you're exhausted. You see? So this could be that vibration as well. Some of you could also be lazy. But others, based on this, I don't think it's a laziness. I think the majority of you, it would really seriously be working too hard. And you're getting ready to see that in the rest of these cards. So I think that's what it is. Because if you look at number two is Pentacles as well. And Pentacles 2 is about juggling the Pentacles. So this person could be working 2 jobs. They could be trying to have a family and a career. They could be trying to have a relationship and a career. It all goes back to money and career and maybe something else. And then, like I said, it could be 2 jobs. Or with the 2 of Pentacles, it could be just the money that you have, trying to increase it. We call it flipping it in the hood. You take $500 and you do something with it and flip it to 1,000. That's what you would be doing with this 2 of Pentacles. So maybe like investing, that kind of thing comes up with this vibration. So whatever is going on with this 2 of Pentacles, it has a great deal to do with like juggling money, budgeting, resources, that kind of thing. And it also came up with the Wheel of Fortune. So as you can see, all 3 of these cards are financially related. So the Wheel of Fortune is about ups and downs. It's saying that you're going to have ups and downs. So sometimes it's going to be going good, it's going to be down. There's going to be up, it's going to be down. It's very unstable yo-yo kind of energy. So if I were you, pile number 3, I would be getting on top of that law of attraction energy as well. Because remember, pile number 1 and pile number 2 is using that energy and they're manifesting. And you're like manifesting sometimes. So that means that something's wrong with your law of attraction vibration. So you might be not doing it right, not doing it enough, letting pessimism creep into your mind. It could be a number of different things, but if I were you, I would look back over that because otherwise everything would have been in the upright. You're juggling successfully, everything is going well. So this is going up and down. Now let's see what archetype you get. Interesting. You got this one. Induces self-destructive behavior or the desire to undermine others. So some of you, this came up for you. Let me put this in here. This came up for you in the reverse. So some of you are, other people are, I don't know about this one, Aquarius, because other people are saying that your behavior is self-destructive. So for some of you, that's exactly what's going on. And I've been in this space in my life before. So some of you could definitely be here. And then others, people think that you're trying to undermine them or control them or, gaslight them in some kind of way. So Aquarius, you want to really look at that kind of energy. If this is truly happening, if you really are being self-destructive, there's a reason for that. And generally it has something to do with your emotional health. It has usually something to do with some type of healing that needs to go on. And if you're trying to undermine others, this could be like a power struggle. Maybe somebody's giving you a hard time. It could be your kid. It could be your spouse. And maybe they're doing things that are upsetting you and you're trying to work things out. And maybe you're doing it in a way that they find to be a little manipulative. Okay, so check that out. If that's going on with you and that resonates with you, please change that. And if it's not, and that's just what people are saying, that's fine. Because just because that's the energy you're giving off doesn't mean that's the truth. And then they told you, pile number 3, that it would be so helpful if you would go towards peace. I know you got to work. I know you got important things going on. I know you're busy. I know you're kind of scattered based on this energy. So for those of you that are feeling that, they want you to go towards peace, go towards meditation, go towards tranquility. When I was a teacher, it was the busiest, most hectic time of my life. And one of the things I used to do is listen to meditative things in my car on the way to work. And I think that kept me from choking a lot of people. So maybe you can't do, all these big spiritual gestures, but you might be able to do something like that. Something simple, listening to something on the way to work. Now, you got number 44. It says here, this is a time to reflect on love and to seek out beauty. Create memories. Take time to enjoy your experiences, celebrations, and special occasions. The recollection of happy moments will support you. Look not only in the world around you, but also within. Seek out the loving qualities that you appreciate about yourself. Search for your own beauty. Look at yourself and the world around you from a new perspective. You see, pile number 3, I really feel like your self-love is off based on this right here. And I feel like you're working too much, or you're working on something too much, and you're not connected enough to yourself or to other people. So if you can shift that perception, and also it said here, create love, look for beauty. You have to consciously focus on these things. This is a big shift in your mentality as far as that's concerned. It's Christmas time, or the holidays, I should say. Try to enjoy them. This is giving me the vibration that you're not enjoying your life enough. You're not having enough fun. And these are the things that will give you a better quality of life, pile number 3. So that is our reading, Aquarius. So I hope that this helps you, and I hope that you enjoyed this week, and you come back soon because I have a lot more to say. See you later.